Hello, Floof. How's it going? Sorry, just doing some things prior to stream. We are gaming. We are gaming. Hopefully, I'm very excited to be playing some games. I'm gonna be very rusty, Monster Hunter, but that's okay. But how are you doing? I'm just kind of getting everything set up. It's been a little while since the last time I've gotten the chance to play games. We got some things happening. Just came back from a very long vacation. Hello, David Malarkey. How are you doing? Let me give you a shout out. Make sure I don't misspell anything. Fantastic. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Cool. Indeed. Hello, Ruby. No, it is not F-Zero. Feel free to take some other guesses, though, while I get everything set up. Oh? Yes, it is from a game. But man, yeah, I am very tired, just for the record, as a heads up, for everyone who's here. If I'm a little, like, incoherent at times, it's probably because I'm, like, literally dozing off while streaming. I think I got, like, 4 hours of sleep last night, and I spent a lot of time on an airplane, so my body is a little bit worn out, but we'll make it work. And I worked this morning. It wasn't like I got to sleep in. I was, like, actually busy doing shit until, like, I had to wake up at 5:30 this morning. Let me see. Yes, we are creating a hub. Gonna get this lobby open. Oh, that's right. My keyboard's not plugged in. I should fix that. Sick. But how is everyone in chat doing? It's been a while. Is this Mega Man? It is not Mega Man. Some good guesses though. Yeah, okay. I think we're about ready to get started. The game that has introduced us for today's stream is Rivals of Aether. I would have accepted the first or the second game. It's that fighting game I'm totally obsessed with that I keep playing on stream, but nobody watches. But yes, let us get started. I am looking forward to streaming a little bit more regularly now. Now that I know you watch. I know people watch. I'm joking. But yes. No, I'm looking forward to streaming more regularly. It's gonna be a good time. I think Ruby was a little late. I think I said it. We watched the VOD. Oh, this chat not showing up? Okay, there we go. Lag. I know. I have to put a time limit somewhere. Oh, that's right. The lobby ID is not accurate. So the lobby ID is currently on the screen. I'm updating it on the stream. It's been a while. I feel like I'm out of practice for running lobbies. Or even just streaming as a whole. You might not know this, but streaming is one of those things that requires a level of practice, it feels like at times. Thank you for the shout out, Floof. Ah, there we go. Let's do this. I'm down to run this. to start us off. No, that's not the right set. Don't register a set. Don't delete what I've worked on. Nice. Also, Floof, you can go ahead and start us off. Congrats on your streak, Floof. Alex is here. Sick. Ooh, we got a fun group of people here already. Full lobby. We just started the stream and now we have a full lobby. I'm down for it. No, sort. There we go. Yes, perfect. Okay. But yeah, no, I'm excited to be back. I've missed streaming quite a bit. You know, vacation is always nice, but vacation can also be stressful, and it feels good to be home. It feels good to be back in my general environment, you know, hanging out with you guys, playing games, working at the coffee shop, the usual things that I do in my day-to-day. But yeah, so as an update, the things that are going on is that I think I'm going to be taking this semester off. I don't think I'm going to register for any classes. Things are a little bit crazy at work right now, so until things have settled, I'm going to just focus on a few things. And streaming is also going to be one of those things that I want to focus on. I want to kind of get back into the YouTube editing stuff. And so, yeah. You can expect some of that to hopefully be... You can expect some YouTube uploads again, hopefully. For those of you who enjoyed watching them. And then, yeah, that's what's going on. We're doing the bug. You know, Atakal is such a fun monster to fight. I thoroughly enjoy it every single time. What a great way to come back. Cinema, indeed. I mean, honestly, think about the first time you fought the thing, right? Like, you're fighting the bug, and it's like, oh, that's a weird elder dragon thing, and then it turns into a mech. It's glorious. It's a marvel. It's beautiful, honestly. Indeed, yes. Ah. All right, where's my tea stuff at? I'm missing a thing. I thought I set a little guy somewhere around here for my tea. I'm sure it'll make an appearance at some point. We can wait for now. We'll do this quest, and then I'll worry about it. Ooh, Dragonator. Honestly, if I could hit this thing with the Dragonator, I would be so happy today. I'm going to take the Ballista ammo, and the Anti-Dragon Bomb, a couple of Easy Barrel Bombs, and one Adamant Seed. You know, it'd be a crazy hidden stat is if, like, speed sharpening also, like, made your coding, like, time take less. That would be so cool. Why doesn't speed sharpening do that? Think about the use case. I don't know. Maybe I've been playing this game for too long. You know, that's usually what ends up happening when I have thoughts like those. I'm just like, okay, that is a thought, but also, have you considered, like, What that like? Why would that be such a cool thing? How do you know that'd be such a cool thing? How much Monster Hunter have you played to come to this realization? Willingly playing Charge Blade. This is Sword and Shield. I don't even know what a Charge Blade is. I don't know what you mean by willingly. Do I have a stash? I've got a full goatee. But yes, something like that. Something that is a stash-alike. It's like a roguelike, but, you know, stashy. Charge Blade? Okay, I'll play some Charge Blade after this. Just do it! Do it! Thank you. Sitting there with my shield out while it's like, do I step here? Am I gonna step on you? Ah, come on. There we go. The secret tech that is rolling into climbing. You asked me a question last night? Oh, you did? What was the? Well, I don't think I saw it. What was the question? If you don't mind me asking again. What do you do if it's storming? Do I like still commute on a bike? Ah, that is a great question. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I don't have a solution as of right now for that particular dilemma. And then, yes, I do encounter that dilemma more often than I care to admit. In fact, it was raining just this morning. Oh my god, I'm alive. I, by all means, should be dead. Take a step over here. Take a step over here. Lightning is like the least of my concerns. Usually, so if I'm biking and I get caught in a storm, I'm more worried about my traction with the road, as well as like there are other things that are on my priority list beyond just that kind of stuff. And mostly, at the end of the day, I'm like mostly just irritated that I'm wet. Like I'd rather be, you know, if it was just lightning, I'd be fine with that. If it was just wind, I'd be fine with that. But if I'm getting like soaked, it makes me sad. Especially if I'm going to work. Like when I'm coming home, less irritable. When I'm going to work, it means that like I'm probably going to spend a majority of my morning soaking wet, and then eventually I'll drive. Like, again, today, it was barely raining, but my tires kicked up so much rain, like so much water from off of the road while I was going in. I spent a majority of my, like, morning, like, with my pants soaked, just from what my tires threw at my legs. Please don't hurt me. Sick. Bobo wet. Jeez. What a warm welcome. Take one of these. I don't know what it is. It's a charm. It'd be so cool if you could write it like out of the sand. You know what I mean? Like, why can't I do that? good blocks. Where's this Dragonator switch at? Everyone talks about the Dragonator here, but nobody actually hits the monster with said Dragonator. Right? Ah! No, I just wanted my alchemy cheer. Give it to me. There we go. I wonder if this counts as like the spot. I guess it does. More support items. Very, very good. Woo! Someone is losing control over there. Nice. Alright, this is getting pretty close. Pretty close to the button. Ow. Is this a Power Ranger enemy? What do I need to like get the Megazord? Yeah. In order to beat this thing? Honestly, you know, I actually like that metaphor for this fight. Because it does feel appropriate. You know, it'd be super cool if... Well, I don't know if it'd be super cool. It'd be cool enough if there was a Megazord-esque thing in Monster Hunter. But at the same time, it's like, oh, geez, I got pushed off. I think there's no way I'm climbing up this in time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, one-shot binders. Neat. What I can do with this? Sure is giving us a lot of things to play around with here. Now, let me get what I need here. Would the Monster Hunter clone of Megazord be Celtis? I think Celtis is a very good candidate for a Megazord-esque monster. Did I just get caught in that web there? Man, I need to like actually practice singing again, but also I need to get proper rest. I can tell I'm exhausted just by the quality of my singing. Come on, buddy. Go down. This is it. This is our oh, I touched the thingy. Take some fireballs. That was a whiff. Get more fireballs online. Oh, nice. Awesome work. What a fun hunt. I feel like a lot of people like get burnt out fighting this monster just because of the nature of, you know, what this monster offers in terms of armor. But I think it's a good fight. I can understand the burnout, but overall, I think it's a pretty good hunt. On the beat drop, too. I know, it's sick. I feel like a good, like, video game theme will be able to end anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, if the music has to stop eventually, and if it has to stop suddenly, then it needs to be able to stop anywhere at any point in time. Are you saying this fight in particular is that in the top 5? Or are you saying that, what are you asking me what my top 5 are? Ooh, I got a gem. Ancient shard. Handful of things, actually. So all of those, because none of them are very good. But yes, I do agree with your Mako pick. For the music alone, Mako is number 1. Okay, it's going to be Creppy's turn when they return. All right, we're back. We're back in the loop. The never-ending loop that is playing this weapon. Awesome. All right. You need another more cocoon to make the hammer? Dang. Yes, David Malarkey, what would you like for me to rant upon? Heavy bow guns, which ones are my favorite? So my favorite heavy bow guns in Monster Hunter, specifically, I'm going to say GU because I haven't tried everything in the other games. But the ones that I've enjoyed the most has to be the Queen's Longfire for sure. It's like one of my favorites. The other one is definitely the Seragios heavy bowgun. I don't remember what it's called. But I love it for its normal shot, and also the fact that every time you roll, you get a reload. It's pretty fantastic in terms of like maintaining consistent damage while like maintaining consistent like it's just good damage. It's consistent. It does all the things. You have alternative like reloading methods, which means that you can almost always keep at least one shot in the chamber. It's really, really good. The other ones that I really enjoy are the Gravios Gigaroar, but I feel like that holds a lot of nostalgia for me, or nostalgia within me mostly. and that's because it was like one of the first heavy bow guns I ever like really invested in back when I was playing for you. And then the Camellia's Fin High. I really enjoyed that one in Rise specifically, but I'd probably like it in this game too. What are we hunting? It's another thingy. Something dangerous. Oh, that's right. Shigaro. But yeah, so those are my 4 or 5 favorites. They're really cool. Obviously, there are some other ones that I like, but that are like more specialized, I would say. Oh geez, take items. Oh, I see. Huh, I should fix that while we're sitting here waiting. But yeah, so that is my food for thought. Alright, I think I gotta get rid of a couple of these armor spheres. I just got too many armor spheres. And if I get rid of the armor spheres, then I will have room for new armor spheres. Also gonna get rid of a handful of these. No, the Elder Bones are just a little bit too valuable. I can see the beauty of Giga Howl. It looks so good. I mean, it's literally like if you need a Pierce heavy bow gun and you're not relying on like it provides the extra defense boost. It has both like access to both level 2 and level 3 crouching Pierce shots. It's just got some kind of bad-ish like reload stats and recoil stats, and it has some pretty severe deviation, I think, to the left, or maybe it's just severe left and right deviation, but still great. If you want to get into a heavy bowgun, GU, I'd easily recommend the Celtiste and Jaha, the Cerelia, and the Plesioth heavy bowgun, mainly because they're easy to upgrade. Oh yeah, no, I mean, like, obviously getting, like, things like... I think there's a difference between getting something that's, like, user-friendly and then also getting something that's, like, meta-defining, you know? And by all means, like, a lot of the things that I use, I like for very specific reasons. Usually when I'm... The first question I ask myself when I'm making any set in this game is, what do I want to do with it? You know, that is always like one of the first things I ask myself. I missed it. I missed my guard. Oh my god, I couldn't step forward fast enough. Wow, I am missing my timing on things. And now I'm in this scary space. Man, it has been a while. Right now I'm running Lao Heavy Bowgun because I have an overabundance of its material. Who has an overabundance of Lao material? Along with the basic Cathalis armor. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. Again, I would slot in, like... So for me, it's like... This lunatic. I know, this lunatic. I probably do too, but not by choice. Go. Jesus, these geysers are like literally just popping up in the worst possible spots. Jesus. Silly geysers. Oh, we got the tail cut. Sick. Ow. I find it funny how the Lao heavy bowgun looks very similar to the Yin Cut Ku heavy bowgun. You know, so this is my only gripe with heavy bowgun. And that is the fact that it just doesn't look very cool. Like, I really wish we had more fun heavy bowgun designs. I don't think that connected. I thought I went to bed. I'm not gonna lie, the music like did a full pause there for just a second, and I thought that the fight had ended. Jeez. This dragon hits like a truck, and now I need to pop a life powder. I really should start running, what's it called? Dust of Life in all of my armor sets. Or in all my item sets, I should say. Remember when I said I loved playing Charge Blade and then I charged all over the blade? No, this is a blank spot in my memory, I think. I think if that was if in fact that did happen, that was a traumatic experience, and therefore I have now blocked it from my consciousness. Traumatically good. I don't think like there is such a thing as traumatically good. Although I am curious. So is there a positive form of trauma? Is that a thing? Oh my god, this monster. There is now. Thanks. Nice. Everlasting loving memories. Thank you, David Malarkey. Honestly, yes. The sad kill. Indeed, a very sad kill. Oh, that's right. There's a tail. Don't forget about the tail. Get that tail cut. Almost forgot it. Got it. That was a fun hunt. I do enjoy us some wonderful, 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 wonderful hunts. This is a fun monster. It is time. It is time for tea. I keep saying I'm gonna drink it, and then I never do. Yes, Ruby. How long does it take for a job to hire? Depends on the job, but I mean, I've put in job applications that have taken upwards of like 2 months for them to get back to me. But I've also done job applications where people get back to me within a week, within a day. If you had an interview a week ago, I mean, you should hear from them basically any day now. I would say after the interview, I do not think I have that time. I think you should be able to hear back. Like, to get the interview is the hard part. Once you have the interview, and especially if they say something like, oh yeah, no, we would love to bring you on. Usually I hear back from them like within a week and a half. Landlord wants me to get a job or I can't stay. Yeah, I've been there. I mean, again, hopefully you'll hear back from them soon. And, I mean, hopefully your landlord sees that you're applying to jobs and getting interviews and things like that, so maybe they expect you to have a job soon. I think the interview went well, but I didn't talk to the hiring manager for the Ruby Charm. I talked to the shift lead. Also have like 7 apps in. I think you should have a job soon. Personally, I think you'll have a job soon. Only one interview right now. Again, usually so from my experience, I've put in applications for jobs and then I hear back from them like 2 months later, and it's ridiculous. But usually I'll hear back from all of them at roughly the same time. But yeah, so I would expect you to hear back from them soon. I don't know where it is that you applied to either. That's the other tricky part. Different jobs will use different... That's not the set I want to use. Will take different amounts of times in order to like get back to you properly, which sucks. I hate that, but... And there are actually... So this is the scary part of the way our world works right now. For those of you who don't know, welcome to the world of hiring people and corporate. But there is a occurrence that happens where jobs get like tax deductions or something along those lines. They benefit in some sort of way by hiring new people. But what ends up happening is that a lot of positions will end up becoming open, so that way companies, like people will constantly people will be hiring eternally for a position that's never supposed to be filled, so that way they can meet the requirements in order to reap the benefits of hiring more people. Really sketchy, really weird. But you mostly see that in like universities and large corporations, not so much like a local chicken place down the street. So I think you should be safe, Ruby, from this fate that I speak of. Oh my God, it's Vitalis. Ah. Ooh. We're doing all the hard quests today. No, I need to be damaged. I should try and do damage. Which means I probably... Yeah, we'll run the damage set. Now Ruby can go off about me actually choosing Charge Blade. Thank you, Wise Prophet. That'll be wise to know when job searching later this year when you graduate. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, that's the case in the U.S. though, Floof. I don't know how that functions overseas. My knowledge is only as extensive as the place I live. Oh my God! Is that Jasper? Is that Jasper the tropical otter? Oh my God! How are you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. Yes. Give me 1 second. I will 100% shout you out. If you guys haven't checked out Jasper the Tropical Otter, she is one of the coolest streamers I've met. Very friendly, very nice and kind, and has a loving environment for anybody. Highly recommend you go check her out. There's that link for you. Please go follow her. But how are you doing? What's new with you? I feel like I haven't caught your stream in a hot minute. What brings you here today? My Wi-Fi is bad in the bedroom. Totally understandable. I have been there before. No need to apologize. You know, people have life things. I hope people know how this fight works. Over here at the Dragonator. I really should have commands just for this fight. Man. Come on, Creppy. Come over here with us with the Dragonator. Haven't streamed since the baby's here. I know, Creppy don't care. All right, well, you know what? Here's what we'll do. I will watch the Dragonator, and maybe one day I'll get to activate it. That'll be our end goal as of right now. Valor 2. Yeah, it lets me target any part of the body because Amped does things. No, yeah, I mean, it makes total sense, Jasper. If I ever had a kid, I'd probably also have to cut back on the amount of time I stream for. Ow! Oh my God, this is going poorly. The I love charge blade, Tosh. Thanks. No, I just thought that maybe we could use a little bit more damage on this hunt. That's the real reason. If you want to know why I'm actually playing charge blade, it's because I figured we could use the extra damage. Ah. I'm supposed to have guard point on my dash. Thank you very much. More damage than heavy bowgun. More consistent damage than heavy bowgun on a fight like this. I don't think I have enough firepower on my heavy bowgun set to really win this fight solo. If I were going to run heavy bowgun on this fight, I would need at least like someone else who's dealing equivalent amounts of damage. We could do it really fast. But I would just like totally end up doing nothing by about halfway in. Whew, all right. What I'm hearing is charge blade is better. It is better for this fight, yes. And given that this fight is this fight, I like to run something that is a little bit more consistent. I'm also never running on a timer. That's another huge part of this fight. So my heavy bowgun set is so like meter management dependent, and this set is not. That being said. And so since I'm managing a lot less in this fight, since this monster like flies away into like the stratosphere and does a whole bunch of things, it is way easier for me to do just like this. Yeah, no, it'd be awesome to see you streaming again. Be sure, hit me up. Let me know when you are. I would love to catch that stream. But also, you know, I understand that there are other priorities. Ooh. Ah, there we go. How we fail that quick? It's a hard quest. Oh. All right. I guess they left. It was an all-cart speed run. I mean, I've seen faster failed quests done seriously. I think one of the fastest quests that I ever carded on was like we walked in and then triple carded almost immediately to like Zinogre doing a backflop. It was pretty terrible. Oh, meow time? Okay. Yeah, this is the one. I like this cat. Babo, can we get a meow? Can you get a meow? Is it Lao? Is it Lao time? Oh God. I used to do really good meows. Let me see if I can bring it back real quick. And if it's terrible, I'm sorry. Yo, Midnight Hunt, welcome. How are you doing today? How are you? Yeah, thanks for jumping in. My chat asked me to meow just now, so I'm gonna give it my best shot. Oh my God, we're hunting another Lao Sheng. This is the worst. All right, are you guys ready? Actually, give me a practice attempt, okay? I'm gonna give a couple of practice attempts. That's pretty good. Okay, you guys ready? You ready for this? Get ready on the clip button. There we go. That's my best meow. Oh, content. Yeah, we can do some content. Get a dog another hug. But hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope everyone is doing wonderfully. Nice big old hug for the dog. But again, welcome Midnight Hunt. I hope you enjoy your time with us. I hope you can, you know, the hunts are fun and everything that you hope that they will be. Oh, meow. What if that's how I meowed? I just went, I just as deeply as I could. I just went meow. Mew. Jeez. Scaring me. What if it turned into a channel point reward? Just make Babotosh meow. I don't know. I feel like we have too many channel point rewards sometimes. I manage them all quite well, so I'm like constantly handpicking the ones that I want prior to stream. But I feel like Twitch clips sucks. Holy fuck. My cat doesn't meow. She goes, no. Man, my camera is flaking on me. Camera, focus. You're like glitching out on me. Oh, that's right. I'm a cat. I forgot. Also, I don't think I ate. So we're 3/4 health cat, which I need to go back and grab things. Babo ASMR slurp stream. That's so much, though. I do enjoy drinking tea, though. We've got a Silver Needle today. Someone sent me a whole tea cake's worth of Silver Needle, and it's been like the tea I've been drinking for like about a year and a half. And so that's just what's been going on. Can I hit this? I think I can. Yeah, those are real hits. All right. Is it time? Do I finally just bite the bullet and make a silly set for specifically these kinds of hunts? Because you could probably get away with like a item up set with Gatherer and a handful of other skills and actually like maintain some pretty decent damage. Camera, why you do this? I do not know. You know, so the thing is I use my phone as my camera, and my phone is about 4 years old now, so I think it might just be on the out. I very recently started encountering a handful of touchscreen problems. And by a handful, I mean one very specific one. It's got like one dead spot in the area that I would use to like access all of my apps. So it's like in the most inconvenient place possible. But, you know. Yo, the Gemsy, how's it going? We're out here playing some Monster Hunter today. A little bit of content. Lao is such an exhilarating monster. Oh, yes, it is. Why is the game so small? Because we are experiencing content. This is what people apparently want to see. Somebody asked me one time to swap the gameplay and the webcam, and then it became a channel point reward. So now you can do this anytime that you would like. Put the thing in the thing. Oh, no, wait. No, somebody has to shoot the thing. Ah! Can we get a meow for Lao? Thank you for the content. Oh, okay. Someone's actually up here doing the thing. Okay, good. Put it back! Hubby got you a new phone because your old one was from 2017. Dang, that's an old phone. All right, we're back to content mode. How was my holiday? It was good. I had a pretty good time for what it was worth. Being in a red state is always a little bit exhilarating for me because I don't look like I belong in a red state sometimes. So, you know. Exhilarating in the worst way possible. Back to good stream. Also, yes, I do owe the dog another hug. Red state sad. Big squeeze. Oh, okay, multiple hugs. They're getting rid of porn in Florida. That sounds just about right. All right, you know what? That's it. We're tell you what. David Malarkey, if you give me one more content, we'll do the whole Lao fight in content. Or if somebody donates one more content. I'll hold the dog the whole time and we'll fight Lao like this. I'm broke. There we go. Perfect. Porn Ozempic. It's messed up. We're reaching the scary end game that is the current state of the world, or not the current state of the world, the current state of the U.S. It's a pretty politically unstable place right now. Lightweight baby. Very much so a lightweight. I've basically given up on drinking, I think. Politics stream? Oh, believe me, we talk about politics here probably more often than we should. Or maybe not often enough. I think that might be an actual... Oh no, my bombs! I guess I'm walking. I think it's important that these things are talked about personally. It's always a political stream. Yeah. No worries, Creppy. But yeah, no, things are spooky in the U.S. It's a current freaky state of affairs, and they're making a lot of decisions that limit a lot of what people are allowed to do. And they are also, and it's that, and also they're limiting a lot of what people, I say, are allowed to do, but like rights that people need in order to survive. It's messy. It's super messy right now, to say the least. Can I climb this? Thank you. Ah, I wanted that ballista. Okay. We'll go to the next one. Did I miss the 3-hour Bobo Jimmy Carter memorial? No. No, you did not. That's not actually a thing, is it? It's always political when Lau or Glav is on screen. I don't know about Glav. I don't feel like we talk a whole lot in regards to politics and the Glaviness. Maybe Monster Hunter politics, because Glavenus is a C tier monster in this game, and that seems to bring up some feelings, but. But yeah, no, I'm sure we'll get plenty of opportunities to talk about politics this year and what's going on. I guarantee with the way things are, there's going to be plenty of opportunity to talk about the nonsense. But also, yes, welcome to Gemzy. How are you doing today? I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, soon to be led into an evening. The disaster year. God, I hope not. That's what I keep telling myself is please let this year be better than I hope it's than I think it's gonna be. Will it be? I doubt it, but I'm always good. I'm glad to hear that. Someone needs to be. And it can't always be me. You think next year is the collapse of the U.S.? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know about... Also, who has the... Oh, okay. Katsura has the charcoal. Good. I'm hoping it's not this year. I'm hoping that some decisions get made that will hopefully benefit the people, but I doubt it. I should have been keeping count. I'm going to hit, like, the maximum amount. And okay, perfect. Come on, go down. They took Corn Babo. Good hit. Anyone else getting video flashes? Video flashes? Yes. That's just my camera being bad. Maybe that's on the docket for new things that I need to get for stream this year. Oh, what? That didn't count? Oh, that's so sad. Babo's camera is gonna blow up. God, I hope not. I need this camera to keep working. This is the silliest fight. Why do we do this? Why do we keep fighting Lao? I don't get it. Any New Year's resolutions? Great question. Mine is to stop ordering food. I'm allowing myself to eat out at the discretion of hanging out with friends or biking somewhere and getting it myself. But I am no longer allowed to. I'm no longer allowing myself to go via Uber Eats and having food delivered. Maybe in an emergency, but like I'm probably just gonna uninstall the apps. Trying to cook more. All right, so let's talk. What are the meals that people are excited to eat next? Because so this is what I made for myself, or this is what I bought in order to prep, like have for myself. I have, I went out today and I did some grocery shopping. And my next meal plan is couscous with dried chickpeas on top. But like a nice, well-cooked couscous, not just plain couscous. I'm talking like, I bought a shallot, some garlic, some lemon zest. I'm probably going to use sesame oil. And then I'm going to dry out the, what is it called? The chickpeas, and also season them with probably something else, and it's gonna be delicious. If I get the job, I have a Chinese place like 15 minutes away on bike. Sick. Chicken Alfredo. I'm gonna make chicken Kiev later this week. Okay, so question for you, the Gemsy. Do you make your own Alfredo sauce, or do you buy it in a jar? Because I'm telling you now, you should just make your own. It takes significantly less time and tastes about 20 times better. Well, okay, I can't say it takes less time, but it's definitely not hard. The Alfredo jar. Just Gem Z, drop the, it's cleaner. Okay, sounds good. Making my own, sick. I was gonna say, if you don't know how, I would absolutely, I would love to cook with you sometime. Ooh, ballista ammo. Babo cooking stream. I don't know, maybe. Now that I actually have my laptop set up, it's more reasonable for me to, like, it's not impossible. The tricky part about me cooking, though, is, like, it's one of those things that I would like to do with just chat and myself. And since I have roommates, it would be, I would be, like, basically occupying the kitchen in a very, very, what's a good way of putting it? I would just be occupying a lot of the kitchen, if that makes sense. We hunting Lao like a well-oiled machine right now. We're doing what we have to. Oh man, look at them arcs. You want to cook more so that way you can get ripped in 2025? I am hoping to reach a weight that I'm happy with myself. Which I did a pretty good job this year. I hit below 200 pounds this year. But at one point I was about 180, and I would like to get back down to that eventually. That's like my that is my happy, comfortable weight. Oh yeah, you want to get on E in 2025? You need to come out, expensive. Yeah. Ah, get up on there. Ah, no, that was such a bad shot. Yo, Elsit, how's it going? It's been a hot minute. I hope you are doing well. I hope life is treating you well. All of the things. We're just out here talking politics, fighting Lao, and yeah. Is the minute Babo hot? What? Doing good? It's been a while? I'm doing well. I just got back from vacation last night, and now I'm back in town. I'm thinking of holding on to, I'm thinking about holding off on school this semester because my life is in a bit of a shaky spot. That also means I'm going to do streaming a little bit more, so that'll be nice. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next year in regards to, you know, my personal life. Maybe not so much my political life, but personal life. How's the vacay? It was all right. You know, it served its purpose. That's the way I'll put it. I enjoyed my time. I really enjoyed getting to see my family, especially parts of my family that I haven't seen in a while, my brothers especially. Woo! Okay. Yep, that's fine. Release the beast. Go! But yeah. Wow. Any cool gifts? I got pants. Exactly what I needed. For those of you who don't know my pants saga, I will totally talk about that in a minute. Other than that, I got a new XLR cable. You can see that it's blue. It's this blue cable hanging from my microphone, and you'll notice that there's a lot less scratchiness, which is awesome. Which is great for streaming purposes. That's also great for music things, so I'm very excited about that. You thought this game was a little bit more realistic? Certain versions of it are. I would say that this is the more like stylized, unrealistic version of it. This is the way the game kind of used to be. The newer games are a little bit more, are a little, have more movement, but are a little less fantastical, I would say. And by fantastical, I mean like fantasy-oriented, if that makes sense. So in the very, oh my god, that did a lot of damage. This gets to hang out here. Yo, lazy guy, how's it going? I look so cozy. I'm just holding on to the dog. You only played 2 hours of the old Monster Hunter generation? Yeah, this one, I mean, this is a great game. I highly recommend it, especially if you want to play some of the old gen Monster Hunter stuff. It's just like a lot of people are more focused on the new gen stuff, which I get. It's exciting, it's new, and absolutely worth playing. But this is my favorite. For sure. Oh, is it time? I believe it's time. I need more sleep. That's what my voice is telling me right now. But the Monster Hunter theme does just sound great. One day I'll learn it. Could you just glorified humming? Nope, that's it. Yep, you nailed it. You hit it right on the head, Gemsy. It is, in fact, just glorified humming. Humming deserves to be glorified. It is certainly an underrated thing. I love hearing people hum and things of that nature. Come on, go down. Hey, there we go. Amazing work. Man, what a long, long hunt. Jeez, these things just eat up all my time. The cat prevails. Indeed it does. You can play as a Palico. Yeah, this game is sick. But hello, I hate Notorious. How's it going? Good morning indeed. Good afternoon if it's afternoon for you. I'm a believer, though, that morning is the first 2 hours of the day of which you are awake for. Yeah, this is well, Generations Ultimate, but yes. Didn't play this one. Again, this one is sick. Highly recommend. If you're ever looking to get into the old gen stuff, this is it. Insect Glaive. Oh, a new one. Exciting. Midnight's here? Sup, bro? Yeah, Midnight is here. Yeah, no, the Palico stuff is super cool in this game. They never brought it back. It literally only exists for this one, and it's very well done. Insect Glaive is my second main. Lies. Oh, this is the one on Switch. He comes to hunt with you too? Oh, sick. Oh, that's right. I forgot that you streamed. Let me give you a quick shout out, Alcid. For those of you guys who haven't followed Alcid, highly recommend that you go do so. Another Monster Hunter streamer in the area. So if you're ever looking to play more Monster Hunter, go check them out. First is Charge Blade, second main is Insect Glaive. These are lies. I main heavy bowgun and heavy bowgun exclusively. I have a lot of secondaries, maybe is a good word for it, but I would call them primaries. Is this still the right? I don't think this is the right bug. Kinsect swap, right? It's on here. No, yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind. Bobo, show guild card. No, yeah, I will in just a second here. I thought the monsters were like super realistic dinosaur surviving killing game. It's something like that. It's a little bit. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Notorious. Absolutely appreciate it. Yeah, it means a lot to me, actually. Guild card. Heavy bowgun is at a clean 995, while the charge blade is sitting at a 229. So, yeah, definitely a heavy bowgun main. Magnify. There we go. That's the comparable stats. Yo, that's Cave Story? Yo, it is Cave Story. Oh, my God. Go Alcid. Yeah, so I have a history with Cave Story, which is to say that the history is that I really love Cave Story. Whose turn is it? Is that who posted? I'm trying to remember. Was that Creepy? No, that was there we go. It is one of the best indie games out there. So I fell in love with Cave Story, which for those of you guys who don't know what Cave Story is, it's a Mega Man thing. But like the yeah, I figured it out. Thank you for yeah, so it's a run and jump shooter thing. But it was an indie game designed, I think, in like the early 2000s by like one guy. And it's totally playable in browser and all that stuff. But I really got obsessed with it when I was in college. And so what ended up happening is basically, when I got into streaming, it was the first game I ever streamed. And now I try and do one Cave Story stream a year on the anniversary of when I started streaming, which is coming up. I think it's like 2 months. But yeah, so a lot of the assets that I use for my stream, so the starting soon stream, the notification noises. Oh my god, thank you for the gift sub. That is awesome of you. You know, all of that stuff is straight from Cave Story, and I really love it. Also, Midnight, it is your turn to post, and if anybody would like to jump in, we have an open spot available. But yeah, best accomplishment was definitely beating Balos at the end of the grueling run. Oh my god, yes. Getting the true ending of that game is a giant pain in the ass. I can beat the game in about 6.5 hours, But man, it takes a while. Someone can jump in. Anyone can jump in. What are we hunting? Oh, sick. Oh, sick. Okay. I'ma die. More Risk of Rain 2 streams. I would be down. I really love Risk of Rain 2, actually. It's the trick to having fun. Also not a cult. For the record, not a cult. Which, for those of you who would, you know, immediately go, but isn't, like, you literally have a, no, the full message is this. But anyway, have a lovely day. Yeah, you as well. Thank you for hanging out with us. Are you able to speed through Sanctuary or just take your time? I have to take my time. And by take my time, I mean, like, I can get through parts of it pretty quickly, but then I have to, like, farm for health pickups and missiles and things of that nature. So, stuff like that. Oh, what the heck? Give me 1 second here. My chat got a little bit messed up. It's still messed up. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Not a call. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, feel free to post anything. Yeah. What was the name? There we go. Perfect. Horribly spelled. When do we drink the Kool-Aid or tea? I think we do tea. We don't. Only I drink the tea. I can give tea recommendations, but I'm not making a pot of tea. There is no tea to be sipping on. Any games I'm hoping for or predicting for Switch 2's first year? I mean, is that this year? We still haven't technically got the announcement about it. But like, I don't know. So there's a few like expected things that I'm gonna see. So like, we're probably gonna get a new Mario platformer, ideally of the 3D variety. I don't know what that would be. Odyssey was pretty awesome. Which, honestly, Odyssey might be a contender for games that I play soon. We're obviously probably going to get a new Zelda. Probably a new Smash Bros. I do see... So, people have been speculating that, like, Smash Ultimate is the absolute final Smash game. I'm not too confident. But, yeah. Announcement in January, or I owe you $25. I think I could see another Smash Bros. Coming out. People, like, Sakurai said he was stepping away from the development of the franchise when Ultimate came out, but he's been working on some other stuff. I don't know if it's going to... maybe a new Nintendo-based fighting game. You know, I would really love to see a Nintendo put out a 2D fighter and step away from, like, the platform Smash Bros. Thing. So imagine like an all-star cast with, I know everybody was there. That's the problem. I can't imagine a roster of more than 70, I don't know, 80 characters. I don't know how many there are in that game anymore. Too many. Woo! That's me! Imagine a Nintendo shooters like Rivals. Marvel Rivals or Rivals. Yeah. Marvel Rivals? Is that actually what it's called? I feel like that's a terrible name. Splatoon 4, probably. I could see a Splatoon 4 happening. What? Maybe a Pikmin 5? I don't know. That's just it. I don't know what Nintendo would make. Oh, we're probably gonna get a new Pokemon announcement. Like the Arceus A to Z is gonna come out, but I expect us to. Oh yikes! I am absolutely flying into that. Pikmin 5 is crazy. I don't ever see that. Honestly, after hearing it like out loud, or I guess, you know, seeing it out loud in chat, Pikmin 5 is crazy. Like, actually a lunatic would think that's real. You know what would be super cool? Is I still want to believe that, like, does Nintendo still hold on to the old properties of GU and like stuff like that? Because I could absolutely see like a 3U and 4U remake if that is the case. Oh, that's not the way I wanted to go. I think I got staggered. You gonna head out? I've been at work this whole time and my phone's about to die, but have a good stream. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with us, Gemzy. And yeah, I would absolutely love to do a Rivals, or sorry, a Risk of Rain stream sometime. Maybe that's what we'll do this Wednesday. Chat seemed pretty against it the last time I tried it out, but I'm down to give it another shot. The question is internet connectivity and such. Honestly, you know, it's been so long since people have properly played 3U or 4U, and not to mention, like, the internet's down, so I don't think the transfer function would work in that case. Gloom, indeed. But yeah, no, I could see... Give me that bug maneuver. Also, I don't know if I'd want to like transfer my old save data from 3U and 4U. Honestly, well, I never had a 3U save file, but I don't know. I would actually really love to replay through those games from scratch and like kind of work my way back up into the, you know, into the world that is 4U. But also, I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, that is absolutely a bit of a pipe dream. It's a tall ask, and I don't expect that to be the reality of which I live in. Oh man, weird. It went to the far away area. Three U with better water combat and no talisman table BS. I mean, that'd be wild. But knowing Nintendo, it would just be a full remake. And probably not a very good one. It'd be like a poor emulation of the original. But not that, you know, not that we really have proof of that, you know, Mario Superstar Trilogy thing or whatever. But oh, Aliens actually got the greatsword. Go for it. Where are they at? Give us that triple charge greatsword slash for the wake up. Yes, they know what sleep bombing is. This is the best. Go for it. It's all you. Get in there. Hit it with the stick. Come on. Come on. Come over here. Hit it. Please. No. They just slap in an emulator and call it a day. Right, with some like updated graphics, but like not really. Oh, you got an interview with Wendy's. Super exciting. I told you, like, when you apply for jobs en masse, they all get back to you at the worst and most inconvenient time. But that doesn't mean that... Oh, you just applied right now. Oh, sick. Well, hopefully it works out. That tea is getting bitter. The official Nintendo seal of quality. You know, I have not seen that seal on a lot of games lately, if I'm being perfectly honest. We need to bring back the official Nintendo seal of quality. They'd slap it on Pokemon. It has to be a good Pokemon game, though. So, I mean, honestly, you know, Sword and Shield, they got it. The issues that I have with Sword and Shield has zero, and I mean absolutely nothing to do with the gameplay. What's a good Pokemon game? Like my favorite ones that were recent, or that recent, were Black and White. I really liked X and Y as well, but I can't tell if I was blinded by the fact that it was so cool and new, or if it was bad. Oh, and I guess I liked Alpha and Omega, Sapphire and Ruby. Those were good too, but... I do think that... I legitimately think that the... Oh, no, I'm thinking of Scarlet and Violet, and not Sword and Shield. I legitimately think that Scarlet and Violet are good Pokemon games. Also, it is your turn to post, Floof. The only issue that I have with Scarlet and Violet is that it was so heavily unoptimized for the hardware that is the Switch. Like, honestly, if my Switch ran it better, I'd probably still be playing it. It's literally just like it was 4 frames of video games all the time. Scarlet and Violet had like 1 million bugs, graphical glitches, and lag. Right. So, I'll say it again. There was 0 things wrong with the gameplay. I legitimately loved every aspect of Scarlet and Violet except for the way the game ran. Other than that, it was an exceptional game. Like, for Pokemon, it was fun, it was new, it was doing things different that, like, the original, like, the previous games hadn't really fully explored in that same capacity. Like, it literally hit the head on the nail. I felt like I was playing a Pokemon game as a child again, except for the fact that it ran like Dookie. So, you know, if they had fixed that, I probably would have enjoyed playing it. EOW even got the quality poorness? EOW. Ruby, you gotta stop using acronyms. I don't know what these things are. Game Freak has... Oh, Echoes of Wisdom. Did it? I actually haven't played it. Ooh. Yeah, I'll play some nonsense. Let's play some nonsense. It's been a while since I've ran one of these sets. Where you at? Overworld jump from 20 to 30 to 10 frames. Huh. Interesting. I mean, yeah, that's not great, but... Again, I don't think it was comparable to the Pokemon 4 frames of lag. Or not 4 frames of lag, but just like 4 frames period of anything that existed. But I digress. There is a reason why I've stopped playing quite so many modern Nintendo games. Although, okay, I heard good things about Mario Wonder. That's been on my watch list. Not on my playlist yet. It hasn't quite made it that far up. I don't want to throw down money at it, but it did look fun. And it looks like it runs pretty dang well for what it's worth. I haven't heard any complaints about it. I just really struggle to, like, process buying a platformer for $60 that isn't, like, of the same gameplay quality that is Celeste. Actually, no, I take that back. Celeste wasn't $60. That's what got me. I can't throw $60 at a platformer. I just can't do it anymore. No matter how cool the game looks. $60 is just too much money. For a 2D platformer. Am I going the right way? I feel like I'm wandering this world that is Monster Hunter and not gonna be happy with where I end up. I don't know. The other big game I really want to play is like oh, what was it? Okay, so I have been trying to beat Metroid Prime since like I was in middle school. And it's not from, like, a lack of not enjoying the game. It's not from a lack of... Please don't kill me. Oh, my God. Me and Midnight are running the same weapon. How did I not notice this? I just, like, literally haven't been able to really dedicate the time to actually finishing the game. Yo, Tomo UI, how's it going? Welcome. How's the day treating you? Oh, they beat me to it. Doing good. Glad to hear it. There we go. Solid. God, we got so much silly healing going on. Ugh. Oh no, we're all sleepy. Sick. Man, somebody knows how their swings work. Give the dog a little mount hug. Have I done Super Mario 3D World with Bowser's Fury? Also on my playlist. I actually own that game and the DLC, and I still haven't done either of them. I don't know what it is. I like literally like platformers. It's not that they disinterest me. I just like, for some reason, can't seem to like think about playing them like that. But I really should, because that game is a blast. From the like little bit that I've played of Super Mario 3D World. And people were like excited about 3D World when it came out. Like it's not like this weird nostalgia thing. Like no, it's actually like just a good game. Let's get Harmonize going. I legitimately think that Harmonize is like one of the best abilities with aerial hunting horn. And the big reason for that is just like certain monsters, you're going to jump over their head and miss one of your nodes. Harmonize is one of those abilities that I like to call like I don't know, a get good ability, I guess. I don't know, a noob trap. I don't know what I'd call it for real. But it basically just like allows what it is that you would be doing normally just easier and better. Or not better, but just easier. So it's a not a handicap, the opposite of a handicap. Maybe a handicap? I don't know. But because it's like impossible to actually like hit certain monsters while doing aerial things, it actually is ridiculously good with the aerial style. Ah. Hey, I got stepped on. Perfect. Solid. Yes, I was playing A Link to the Past last time, which actually is probably what I'm going to do tomorrow afternoon. Where I think I could beat the game tomorrow, and if not by tomorrow, then by Thursday for sure. I didn't realize how short the game was, because like when I was a kid, it actually took me ages to beat that game, and now as an adult, I'm replaying it while knowing where most of the stuff is, and it's just like I'm blasting through it. But yeah, no. So Bowser's Fury is on my playlist. Metroid Prime is on my playlist. And I already talked about Cave Story, but Cave Story is also on my replay list on stream. What else is there? That's mostly it for right now. And then we got our usual roguelites and Monster Hunter. You know, we're not stepping away from Monster Hunter. We're not stepping away from roguelites. I still love playing Peglin. I still love playing Slay the Spire. Rivals of Aether is always one of those games. What platform do I play Cave Story? PC. But, I mean, it's on everything. It's on the Switch. It's on most things. I have a, what is it? Joy to Key, or G, yeah. Keyjoy. I don't remember what it's called. But basically, it enables me to plug in my SNES controller and use that as my pad. And then I just like play the whole thing. It does run fine on Switch, but also it's literally a game that was made to be played for free. I really don't feel bad about playing the original version of it and not paying for it. I've also heard that there's some interesting things that has happened in regards to the development of the game and the person who actually like owns the IP. That app, oh, it's a good one. I am like literally, I just download the ROM, like literally the whole file from the Cave Story website. I don't know about any other app or anything like that. Oh, unless you're referring to Joy to Key, in which case, yeah, no, it's great. Literally just takes controller inputs and turns them into keyboard inputs. It's a pain in the ass to program, but I mean, it was how I played Cave Story. It's how I played Pizza Tower when it was back in beta. Also on my playlist, by the way. I still haven't played Pizza Tower, even though I was like really excited about the game because, again, I was following it while it was in beta, and it was a blast. It's actually like one of the first games I also played on stream. My streaming experience started with, what was it? I had Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door was one of the first games I ever streamed. Cave Story was one of the first games I ever streamed. And then we had Pizza Tower Beta, 4 years ago, back in 2020. Where are we going? I'm like literally just following Midnight. I'm like, I trust you. I think you know where you're going. Oh, sick. It's asleep. And then Robo, what is it? Sonic or Robo Blast 2 Kart. It was Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart, I think was the name of it. Ridiculous name, but it's a kart racer. I'm trying to remember the actual name of it, but it's just as nonsensical as I'm making it out to be. Sick. Man, we are hella sleep bombing today. Today is a good day to be sleep bombing. Oh, is someone giving me something? Cool drink at maximum. Oh yeah, I'm good. This set has healing built into it. I wasn't too afraid of dying. When you do 2 attacks and you heal for a little bit, it's kind of insane. Great hunting indeed. Most excellent. Hey, there we are. 918. I was telling my brother how I was getting close to 999, and he was, like, kind of impressed and also kind of shocked. That might also be one of my goals, is prior to Wilds coming out, which, by the way, I still haven't figured out how I'm going to manage that. I'm still in like the do I upgrade my computer or do I buy a PlayStation 5 route? I'm still figuring that one out, but I am thinking that it would be fun to do a Monster Hunter GU. Do not buy a PlayStation. Computer is nice. I mean, yes, but like, so my computer runs basically everything that I want it to for the most part. And the issue, this is where the real issue comes in. If I get the PlayStation, it'll let me play some of the PlayStation exclusives on stream, which is very, very good. And 2, it would be splitting up the resources in order, like, that my computer would require in order for me to both play Monster Hunter Wilds and stream it at the same time. So, like, what are the exclusives? Mostly Spider-Man, Jax and Daxter, not Spyro. Spyro's not exclusive anymore. Ratchet and Clank, stuff like that. Which I don't know if I'd buy. I don't even know if I'd, like, you know, dedicate a whole lot of time to. But again, the reason why I would get a PS5 is because it would split up the resources between my computer and the game itself. So, like, right now, instead of having my computer chug along trying to get, you know, Monster Hunter GU to run and upload, you know, this whole thing that's happening around me onto the internet, I can dedicate my Switch to just running the game itself and then using my capture card to grab the rest of the information and just upload it onto the stream. And then my computer doesn't have to work nearly as hard. It would be great if I could upgrade my computer to that point where it just stays that way all the time. But yeah, I don't know about that. Yes, but you need to buy PS Plus to play online. I don't know if it might be worth it considering my situation. That's fair. I don't know. Again, it's something I'm still debating. So, we'll see. And who knows? Maybe the financial situation will change in the future. But yeah. No, you know, I'm feeling a different set. Something a little bit more classical. Good old classic set. I mean, I do think if I could get it to run on my computer for like a pretty low price and still like keep everything running perfectly, like, yeah, for sure. I just don't know if that's actually going to be something that's feasible. Yes, I am down to hear something ironic. Ruby. The top music chart on my B-Day was What a Girl Wants by Christina Agriella. That's awesome. You could eliminate the PS Plus aspect by having a friend share their subscription with you. True. True. Chilling with Tababo with my baby sleeping next to me is so good right now. Oh, that's thank you. That is the best compliment I've gotten all day. How was Hourglass Dog? I mean, Hourglass Dog is fantastic. Hourglass Dog is a wonderful masterpiece. I'll give Hourglass Dog another hug for you, just because. But it's like a really nice hard plushie. Like it's got some. It doesn't have a whole lot of give to it, which means you can hug it very, very well. Oh my god, I haven't seen a cutscene in ages. But yeah, it's always great. I love hugging the dog. I have no friends who own a PlayStation for the exact reason I mentioned. Valid. Solid. A cutscene in this economy? Man, do you remember that time when I decided that it would be funny to make a sub goal watching all of the For You cutscenes at the end of a stream? And I was like, yeah, we'll do this. It'll be like a 15-minute like little thing after stream, and we sat here for 45 minutes watching cutscenes. She woke me up at 4 a.m. this morning. Oh my god. Yeah, to be honest, if I had a kid, I would literally never sleep. I am of the, I need like a pitch black room with very little noise. And don't get me wrong, I sleep super comfortably and I can fall asleep at like the drop of a hat. But like, I set myself up for success, and that does not sound like it'd be very successful for me. But I'm also like, you know, if I had the opportunity to have kids in a safe environment and all that stuff, I probably would. Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally just blew up our rando. You sleep great with her? That is awesome to hear. I'm sure many of people are very jealous. Does Ayla want to hit her with the dragon? Hit this thing with the Dragonator? You know, I'm down. I'm down to give it a shot. A good old shot. Or we could hit it during phase 2. Also an option. Yeah, we'll wait for phase 2. Oh, I just slid right off of there, didn't I? She's just learning something right now, so she's not sleeping well. Ah. Learning something, huh? Three months in January. Dang. That is super exciting. best 45 minutes of my life. Here's the thing. If you get 2 jobs at once, then you can just pick the one that you want more. It is by, like, when you're looking for a job and you're applying to multiple places, it is not uncommon for people to just say no to a specific job that they don't want. And that is a better, that is a better situation than not having any jobs. You'd essentially be ghosting them. Here's what I say. So people will be like, oh yeah, we would love to give you the job. And I go, okay, so like, I'm waiting to hear back from this position in like a couple of like, you know, so if you give me like 1 week's worth of headway, so that way I can, you know, hear from this other place. And most people are pretty accepting towards that. And if anything, if you let them know that you're waiting for a second job, sometimes that can set you up for like even better opportunity, because people, if people really want you, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I always create pros and cons lists too. Also, Night Raid, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? I really appreciate that. It's a lot of people who have joined us for the first time and dropped follows. But yeah, letting people know that you have other offers sometimes can put you in even better positions. And even though it sucks, like, I hate saying no to people. I am a people pleaser by by my nature. I think it's important to, you know, also think about the things that would benefit you the most in a situation, especially when it comes to like work and things like that. This is why is this why Babo streams are so good? Just woke up, but I'm good. Nothing wrong with just waking up. But yeah. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I take it you play Monster Hunter if you're coming here and checking out this stream. Babo is hacking. But yeah, I've also just like, I've sent emails before that are literally just like, hey, you know, I appreciate the opportunity that you have presented me with in regards to working with you, but someone has offered me another position, and so I'm afraid I won't be able to take this one. And that like works out, you know, people see that, they're like, okay, they're communicative, I'm not sitting here waiting for them to get back to me. You know, there's no ghosting happening. I'm just literally saying exactly what it is that I need to communicate to the people who are considering hiring me. And again, a lot of people actually really appreciate that. Because, you know, just like how you might be waiting for someone to get back to you about a position or of a job, a lot of people who are hiring are also waiting for people to get back to them to see if they need to keep looking for people or if they, you know, have someone who's set up and is going to be there. But yeah. Yeah. What weapons do you like to play, Night Raid? Sorry, we're having an intimate conversation about the job market. Charge blade, insect glaive. No, that's not what I like to play. Hammer? Oh, that's awesome. I feel like hammer is one of those weapons I don't see a whole lot of, but like is one of like the most appreciated weapons to be hunting with, if that makes sense. I love seeing a hammer user in a lobby. All right, this is the third time today I've busted out this instrument. It's pretty great. Amazing. I only used the kazoo for proof of a hero, but we fought this monster twice and Otacol once, so, or not Otacol, Lao Sheng. So it's really, really funny how much we've heard proof of a hero today. We've truly proven ourselves on this particular day. Oh my God! Did you see that? I literally flew myself over that hitbox. That wheel should have knocked me right out of the air. Oh man, Blast Dash, crazy. Is it enough? Is it enough proof? I think it is. Amatsu? Okay. All right. Honestly, I'll take it. Anything that isn't the usual nonsense that we end up having to fight, I'm okay with. Amatsu has proof of a hero? I think so. If it doesn't, then it's like only in Rise, but I mean, I'd imagine it totally does. I don't know if I know that theme well enough though. That's my concern. I actually have to like know the music to be able to sing it well. Otherwise I'm gonna be guessing the entire time. But it is just proof of a hero, right? Hey! Oh my God, I fucked this up. Oh my God, thank God for your plugs. I was both holding R and mashing A, and it was just not the right things. Nice. Change the lobby music? Yeah, we can do that too. The good anime music. Good is subjective. But yes, I know what you mean. Like all art. Good luck on everyone's gem drop. I hope everyone gets all of the Otacol gems that they could have ever hoped for. That good old 1% drop. Oh man, what a blast. I still can't believe I flew over that wheel. Like, it pulled it straight towards it, and I launched myself off of, like, a little lip right like this, and it just totally went right over that hitbox. Absolutely insane. What a good moment in Monster Hunter. Hey, I got another gem! I have no need for these, but I keep getting them. Someone out there is rolling in their sleep. Or rolling in their grave. I tell this story a lot, so stop me if you've heard it before. But I remember I was hunting with a guy who was farming Otacol, and this was back in, like, I don't know, 2019, 2018. Yeah, I stole the drop. Yeah, and one of the things that ended up happening was they really, really wanted, like, we hunted Otacol for like 3 hours, and by the end of the hunt, they had gotten 0 gems, and I had received 8. And I was able to make like a majority of the armor sets just based off of all of those drops. It was absolutely insane. I by no means, and I'm not even like really one to, I like to complete sets, which a lot of people see as a waste because they're like, hey, you are missing out on like 30 damage by not fully upgrading the weapon of Otacol and instead upgrading, you know, the actual armor. But I don't know. I like things that are finished. Anyway, yeah, guy was not happy about it. He was like, okay, so what? We've hunted for 3 hours and you've gotten 7 gems, and I've literally gotten 0. And then he was like, you're a cool guy, but usually I would kick someone at this point in order to, like, because they are. They were like, yeah, I would probably kick someone at this point just because. All right, we're gonna do Ayla's last quest here. And then I will go ahead and post Amatsu for another hunt. I will take my turn, as it were. What do I want to run here? I haven't played a real bow set in a while. Let's do some damage. Like an arguable amount of damage, but damage nonetheless. I'm generally not a fan of bending backwards for someone to do a favor. Well, I mean, like, I usually don't bend too far. I'm willing to help out and do what I can, but I also am very, very clear where it's like, I've got other things to do. If it's out of my way, no. I'm willing to go out of my way for stuff. But it is a little, you know, variable, I guess. Well, and it's like I also needed some of the parts. But yeah. If it's someone I care about, or you know, I'm in a generally good mood, which I am most of the time, I'm more than willing to do whatever. Do I actually have the... Okay, good. I have... there's like one set in here that doesn't have a cold drink, and I always end up needing it on this particular hunt, and it's a giant pain. A thin line for you, so to say. Totally fair. Ooh, that tea is getting strong. You know when the like you let tea leaves steep for like 2 hours? But yeah, no. Again, there comes a point in time where one has to prioritize themselves in order to, you know, make sure that they themselves are doing okay. But I'm more than willing to help people out if like as long as it's not too demanding of me. Which I know is often not the case for many, many asks. Oh, whoops. Thank you. Like, it's been a very long time since I've been able to cover a shift at work because the amount that people are asking of me is a bit too much, given my current situations, as it were. Jesus. That was actually a horrific moment there. I was spooked by the 2 steps forward and me like terrified of getting my timings wrong. At one point in time, in my Twitch times, I did too much for too little. Yeah, and that kind of stuff can happen for sure. I definitely stream for my enjoyment, but I also like when it comes to a game like this, I'm by no means like, I don't know. My enjoyment is a huge part of my streaming experience. Yeah, this is a hobby for me, and therefore, as a result, I treat it very much so as such. And if I don't think I'm going to have a good time, then usually I choose not to stream. But I don't know. I've been in a better mood lately. And I do want this to be a little bit more consistent. Oh, absolutely. Oh my God, that was there was no dodge. I was going to say that was a miserable dodge, but there was no dodge. Was I mashing the B button? Yes. Was I out of hit stun? Or I don't know, fire stun? I don't know what you want to call it. No. The answer was no. Whatever I was in was not finished. Ooh, good part break. Wonder if I can break its face or other arm. I think we got its back there. jeez. I swear to God, it is blocking its face intentionally. Every single time I launch a shot in that general vicinity, I am with him. Oh my God. That was super late. I, by no means, should have gotten that off. I actually, like, when I got that adept dodge, I was checking to see if I had SP arts active, because that's how much of a window boost I thought I had. Which, fun fact for those of you who don't know, SP arts with adept makes adept dodging easier, which is why I never run it. It's that same, I wouldn't say get good mentality. I would never, ever subject anyone else to that mentality, but it's the way I treat myself when it comes to games like this. Where if I have the option to run something else, I will. Just because I think it could be better. What is it? I'm a peak performance believer. Let me put it that way. I believe in the potential that is peak performance. Because if you play correctly, or not correctly, but if you play well enough, then it never has a downside. Babo thinks he's better than everyone. Oh, absolutely not. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I legitimately just want to be the best I possibly can be. Therefore, I'm a peak performance believer. I believe in myself. Or at least I want to believe in myself. Oh man, this is... Where did all that damage come from? Holy shit. What did I get hit by? I swear I had almost full health a second ago. And then I heard the noise, looked at my health bar, and it was gone. Oh, okay. I will take it. Oh my god, I thought for sure I was going to get hit there. I thought lag had done me in. I was like, I'm not even going to fire this. I just need to charge it so that way I can get another dodge in. And then the stagger just threw his tail right in my face. Despite the fact that we are currently at one cart, I feel like we're playing pretty well. Although this is definitely a spooky moment. Okay. No one died. I was trying to get a stagger there just to be safe, but it's like something like that. Exactly something like that. Hey, that's another break of something. Another break of something. No! Damn it. All right, one redo. I'm going to run to the restroom. Ooh, that is bitter tea. By the way, I didn't eat. Yeah, that happens. When I was playing as a Palico, that happened to me earlier. All right. Let me make the chat message. One redo, which, by the way, for everyone who is new here and just now watching me for the first time, if you ever do play with me, I like to do one redo on failed quests. And the reason for that is because if a quest is especially difficult and something like someone didn't eat or they just didn't know the fight very well and they get carded 3 times, they have an opportunity to redeem themselves in a fashion. I like to give people an opportunity to learn rather than punishing them by making them waste their turn. Also, I like hard quests, and giving people opportunities to fail on a hard quest is nice. All right, I will be right back. We will play Palico after this, and then, yeah. I am back. That goes back on. Ah. Alright. I'm gonna go play Palico. I will say that I have thoroughly been enjoying the Beast Palico. It's been probably one of my favorites. I want to give him a couple more support moves that work a little bit better in his favor. But outside of that, yeah, Barrel Bombay is actually quite good. What other moves does he learn that I need to unlock? Claw Dance, Capture Astralos, Capture Tetsukabra, Basirios. That's the one I need to get for sure. Good to know. And then I gotta make sure I eat. Can I wear a Catboy outfit? What would that even look like? I don't fully know what that would look like. Are you asking me to have cat ears? Is that it? Maid dress and cat ears. I mean, if I had the funds, just put on cat ears. Just attach cat ears to the top of your headphones. It's that simple, really. Need this job. I need to get Catboy Bobo. That's right. It's the next unlock. No, I'm kidding. God, no, don't tell them that. That's a good way of not getting a job. All right, I think that's the plan. When I have some time, I'm gonna actually train this cat to be my favorite cat to use by giving it my favorite abilities and a couple of good things. How close do I need to be to hit this thing with bombs? Apparently this close. Why do you want this job? You see this streamer? I want to make him a cat boy. You start right now. I don't know, maybe to the correct person. I'm sure somebody could, in fact, find that amusing enough to hire you. But that's also something I would not test. That's the kind of joke you make after you get the job. You know what I mean? All right, time to play dangerously. Oh, yep, very dangerously. Just die immediately. Ah, big whiffies. I have no healing skills. Where we're going, we don't need healing skills. We just need Moxie. I love that quote. As I die immediately. Should have kept the beast caged. I'm trying to remember what that's a quote from, because it's definitely a famous movie. Like, where we're going, we don't need roads. Does Lightning McQueen say that? That can't be right. This is not enough healing. Okay, yeah, maybe I do need a true a true health horn. That would be a great ability. Yeah, that's Lightning McQueen. I'm trying to actually remember where the quote's from, because it's definitely not the Cars movie. Where we're going, we don't need insert blank here. I think it's roads, isn't it? Where we're going, we don't need roads. I hate the fact I'm stuck here healing like this. But I also don't want to die. Is it Star Wars? Like, no, that can't be right. It's not like Speed Racer or something like that. That's right. What if it's Mater talking to McQueen? The quote is actually Mater going like, "Where we're going, we don't need rear view mirrors." That's got to be it, right? Ronald Reagan, the actor. I don't think I know that one. Oh, you know what it is? It's Thomas the Tank Engine. Remember that scene in Thomas the Tank Engine where Thomas says, "Where we're going, we don't need tracks." Oh, jeez. Okay. That was kind of a hint as to when the movie was released. I figured it was like one of those. It's one of those movies that is iconic and I haven't seen. Like, or it's not like I've seen Bill and Ted, so it's not that. It's not like Back to the Future. It's not one of those. But it is like it falls right into that category of like, what is it? What's that movie? The two guys that go to White Castle. Where we're going, we don't need Zenny. Are you sure it's not BTTF? BTTF. Yes, Ruby. Long sword? Alright. I'll play some long sword. Some long sword. Wait, no. Switch axe? Okay. The nightmare that is switch axe. No, that's not the right set. That's not the right set at all. Alright, it is technically midnight. Would you like to post? It is technically your turn now. There we go. My turn is next. Midnight might skip. Midnight has been skipping, but I don't want to assume things if Midnight actually does have something that they want to post. Where's Amatsu? It would be next. It's the next turn my turn comes around. That's how this works. Pass? Alright. Now it's Amatsu. That's how it's always worked here. Alright, only one attempt though. I don't do redos on my own. Poggies. Man, I am so ready for sleep. Like, honestly, when this stream ends, I might unironically just sleep for like 3 hours. It's been a while since I played Switch Axe. It's a weird weapon now that I'm thinking about it. Only 3? Well, I mean, I want to actually get a full night's rest tonight. So like the way my brain is processing sleep right now, It's like, okay, I'm on 4 hours of sleep right now and I'm exhausted. A nap would be great, but I still want to like go to bed and like have a full night's worth of rest, which is a big ask if you sleep for 3 hours in the middle of the afternoon. So, because I did this, I was on this really terrible sleep schedule for a little while where I would come home, sleep for 3 hours, go out, and then come back home like in the evening and then sleep for 4 more hours. And oh my God, it was so screwy. And then while I was on vacation, I was sharing a bedroom with my 2 brothers and sister. So it was crowded and I did not sleep well at all. After stream, I'll be sleeping until like 9, right? About. Is that not sleep hours? It is, but like also I don't have work tomorrow and I would really love to stay up tonight. So that's like where I'm at. On the days where I'm allowed to like stay up late, I really like to stay up late. If you thought I was a morning person, hate to burst your bubble, but I struggle every single day to get out of bed. All right, who's ready to fight Amatsu and only use siege equipment? All-nighter time? No, I actually, no. When I say stay up late, I'm talking like maybe midnight, 1 in the morning at the latest. Because that's like legitimately how late I can stay up until. I forgot I was playing in Valor style. Lost the tentacle. I believe there's no such thing as a morning person. You know, if I hadn't met them in person, I would agree with you. I have met some people though who legitimately are like, yeah, I just don't wake up after, or I can't stay in bed longer than 7 o'clock, and I'm like, that sounds like a nightmare. But yeah. Also, welcome, Lost to Tennis Ball. How are you doing today? It's lovely to have you here. I hope you enjoy your time. I take it you are a Monster Hunter enjoyer if you're hanging out with us today. No one you know is a morning person? I know a handful. Did we just go straight to phase 2? Is that what happened here? I feel like we just like blew through that first phase. Ah, there it is. I was like, I know there's a ballista right around here somewhere. Where the hell is it? Wait for it. That's way too far away. Often World, occasionally some MHGU. Yeah, World, I really wanted to like World, and it's not my favorite Monster Hunter. I will play it, don't get me wrong. Any Monster Hunter game is probably better than most video games these days. But yeah, World is definitely... I struggled a lot getting into it for some reason. That is so sad. Oh yeah, this is a good fight. Honestly, I forget that Switch Axe is kind of one of those weapons I legitimately enjoy. I may not be great at it, but it actually does have some fun and meritable things to it. Out of curiosity, what weapons do you like to play Lost to Tennis Ball? Also, great username, by the way. I feel like usernames don't get complimented often enough, especially on Twitch, but like, I don't know. There are so many fun and creative people who come up with fun and creative usernames. Sneaks under the radar. Gunlance? Ooh. That's funny. You know, I love Gunlance. I don't feel like I see a whole lot of people who play it. But it is a fantastic weapon. Do you have a particular style that you like in at least MHGU? I know in World it's a very different weapon, but at least different enough. Ah! Don't get hit by a beam of water. Gotta love how unreactable this is. Like, literally, if you just get hit by this, like, beam of, this jet of water laser, it's, yeah, sorry. Woo! But yeah, no, absolutely I love heavy bowgun myself. Although a lot of people don't believe me. Which, to be fair, I probably haven't touched it this stream, but that's just how it goes sometimes. God, I thought I was safe. I didn't recognize what was going on at the time. Oh my God, I thought I had him. This guy's hitboxes, Cope. I like them a lot, Copium. Oh, man. Oh, well. Smoked by Amatsu, a classic. Honestly, I do like this monster's hitboxes. I think they're kind of unique and interesting. I like its hurtboxes a lot, too. For a monster that is constantly in the air, it is very easy to hit. I like this monster's hurtboxes more than I like Glavenus's hurtboxes. Glavenus's hurtboxes can go fall in a hole. Because then it'd be a lot easier to hit, but, you know. Dang. All right, Floof, it is your turn to post. I'm not a glass cannon, I'm just glass. I hate its pull-in attack. I mean, the counter to it is just do enough damage, but the issue is, like, if not everyone is swinging, it can become very, very deadly very, very quick. In which case, you know, that's actually one of those fights where it's probably a really good idea to bring a Farcaster. Because, like, unfortunately, unless you're doing, like, ridiculous, ludicrous amounts of damage, it's pretty unpredictable as to whether or not you're going to get it into stun unless everyone is clearly swinging at it. You know what we're hunting. Oh, God, do I? Am I going to be sad that we're hunting it? Oh, okay. No, I actually quite enjoy this monster. Yeah, we'll play some Gunlance. Why not? Gotta just DPS check yourself before you wreck yourself. God. That's pretty good. took me a second, but ironically, I don't play Gunlance and GU. I often go with Alchemy Sword and Shield or Aerial Greatsword. Oh, those are sick. Hell yeah. Super cool weapons. Yeah. I've been a heavy bowgun main since 4U, and I continue to play it. In fact, the joke, it's not really a joke. I do plan on playing double heavy bowgun and wilds when that comes out, assuming that you can have two of the same weapon. We're going to see if that's the case, though. I have some fun ideas in regards to what you can do with two of the same weapon in that game. But not even heavy bowgun or light bowgun? No, I actually really hate light bowgun. Well, I shouldn't say hate. Hate is a strong word, but I don't care for it much. It's one of those weapons that just it doesn't scratch that itch that I need. You know? It's a little bit too underwhelming for me. I'm going to be switching between the two modes. Meters. Ah, there we go. Ah. Yeah, my plan is to see what you can do with two of the same weapon, if the game again allows it. In terms of like creating your own support almost. So like, for instance, you could have one heavy bowgun that is entirely dedicated to different kinds of status, and then another heavy bowgun that is entirely dedicated to DPS. You could also do things like guns for very, very specific ammo types. I don't know. I'm excited. And obviously the combinations, like, I don't know. The game makes me feel like I'm going to be allowed to be super creative with it, and that's very exciting for me because I haven't really had a creative armor set building experience since GU, honestly, in that regard. Like, don't get me wrong. I liked Rise, and there is a set in Rise that is not okay that I used to run, and it was very silly and worked way too well for how silly it was. It's the world's safest greatsword set. The world's most non-committal greatsword set while still maintaining damage. It's kind of ridiculous. Ooh, that was a huge whiff. I am so sorry for anybody I hit with that. But yeah, I've been theory crafting for a while now between multiple games, and I'm excited to see what the fruit of my theory crafting ends up becoming. Or if it's going to be just way too much to manage. You know, there are some games where you come up with this. Okay, so I've actually been experiencing this thing a lot lately with the new Pokemon TCG Pocket game. I'm sure a few of you probably have started playing that recently. But with there have been a couple of decks where I have these ideas, and they're just a little bit too unreliably far-fetched to actually be viable. And I'm kind of curious to see how far I can push some of the new Monster Hunter mechanics in that regard, where it's like, okay, this is far-fetched, but if it works, it's crazy. And instead of, you know, having something that's far-fetched based on how well, like, what you can draw into on turn one, for example, it turns into how well can I play this game to make this set become optimal, you know, or functional. Like, I think one of the best compliments I've ever gotten about Monster Hunter was me playing aerial bow, and somebody responding with, "How the hell do you play this? It's impossible." And I was like, "Wow, actually, that's really validating." So I don't know. That was cool. I liked all the great sword specials happening over there. I'm so sorry. I am definitely blowing some people up. If Twilight dies here, it's 100% my fault. Ooh, do a little side step. Do another hop. God, I love aerial. Just as a style, so cool. The fact that I jumped off my teammate there and then landed like a direct gun lance explosion shot in the face, it just feels so good while like putting no one else at risk. That's fine. It's less fine. Let me out. Solid. Nice. Uh-oh. Dive! Stop getting hit by bubbles. Oh. Ah, yikes. That's okay. We're safe-ish. Safe enough. I'm popping life powder, just in case. Oh my god, I couldn't save Katsura. I saw that dangerous health range that Katsura was in. And I was like, this life powder could save someone's life. And it did not. I was a failure. I did the best I could, but it wasn't enough. Nice. Most excellent. What a fun hunt. Yeah, I don't have my brain switched on right now. I feel that. I feel that too much. Honestly, I think that's part of the reason why I really like aerial style is because it feels so free. Like, once you're up in the air, unless a monster has some wild aerial hitboxes, I feel like I don't even have to think about it. Getting into the air, now that's a whole other thing, but outside of that. Ooh, man. All right. Ooh, another HR. Thank you. Video game. All right, I do believe it is now Isla's turn. There we go. I'm going to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, I missed it. There we go. I used to do that all the time when I was playing MHGU and, you know, playing in lobbies and stuff like that. I would always count down from 10 in my head because people menu through that, like, reward screen at different speeds. And so I always did, like, a little mental countdown, so that way by the time that they got back in the lobby, I could have that message queued up, but also, like, wouldn't be posted so soon that they would still be in the quest menu and not get that notification. And it works, like, you know, 80% of the time. Although lately it's felt more like 10. Who knows? Maybe it's useless. It's pointless and useless. So I was having this conversation the other day about video game and video game design. And obviously, I have not, well, I say obviously, I have not taken any kind of classes in regards to game design or anything of that nature. But what I do wonder is if people treat making video games in the same way that they treat art. And by that I mean, like, yeah, and when it comes to game design and things of that nature, like programming and things like that, there is a lot of skills that are required in order to be able to even make a game in the first place. But from a functional and an artistic standpoint, I'm curious if people have, like, really talked about why games feel fun to play, if that makes sense. So, like, you know, I talk about the gameplay loop a lot, right? Where Monster Hunter feels like you do the same things over and over and over again, and it's inherently a repetitive game. But oh, okay. Sorry, give me a second here. And if anybody would like to jump in for, like, our last couple of hunts, feel free to. But, like, it's one of those things where it's like, do people talk about the aspects of game design that make it feel fun to play? And I talk a lot about the gameplay loop and how things kind of, how do you make a fun gameplay loop? Games are inherently a little bit redundant when you play them, especially a game like Monster Hunter, where things kind of move in this circle, it feels like, all the time. And it's like, what makes Monster Hunter feel good to play? Is it the constant element of, like, things? For me, at least, it's this idea of things get harder the more that you play, even against the same monsters. So, like, a monster, and it's not just damage, it's, like, different patterns, different, like, different movement. Sometimes they'll introduce a new move that a monster learns. Sometimes they'll make the monster just move a little bit faster. Things of that aspect that make these fights feel harder and harder and harder. And then by the time you're at the end game, you've experienced so much of how a monster moves and, like, you've developed your counterplay to a point where it feels like you're doing something bigger than probably what it is. Or you're doing something that's so meticulously done and thought out that it just feels good to do. And I'm curious if anybody is studying that aspect of video game design. You know, are people writing papers as to why video games feel fun to play? And how you could design a game to feel more fun to play or less fun to play, or You know, things of that nature. And then, you know, it goes on to off of like, you know, well, what if you made a video game that was supposed to be played in this very specific way? Like, I always think about speed running, right? What if you made a game that was almost like a joke? A game that is meant to be speed ran, you know, and appeals to that part of people's minds. But, like, it probably isn't inherently a fun game to play. You know what I mean? Make the gameplay itself pretty boring and tedious and all of that stuff. But the aspect of trying to make the gameplay faster is the part of which makes it feel fun. And I think a lot of games have accidentally succeeded at this, but no game has been created that is designed to fit that purpose. You know what I mean? Fruit Man versus the Monster Hunter Mega Carnivore. Is this a Mega Carnivore? I guess I would call it a Mega Carnivore, right? Can I set a timer for 10 minutes? Sure, why not? Does it need to be an active, like, sounding timer? It can eat Gravios. That's pretty mega. Oh, does it eat Gravios? Yeah, that is pretty mega. But is Gravios really a rock, or is it more of a, or is it a monster or a mineral? I have a hard time telling the difference sometimes with that one. Ooh, that's spooky. Then in that case, no, I cannot set a timer for 20 minutes. I can be the timer in 10 minutes if you would like. That's something I can do. I can make a noise in 10 minutes. I've already started the mental countdown that is the timer for 10 minutes, but I don't think I have a real thing. Can we get a meow in 10 minutes? You know what? Sure, I'll give you that. That I can do. That's... Oh, I hit the tail at least once. That felt good. Oh my god, I just barely booted into it. Catboy timer. Jesus. Oh, that was spooky. Lo and behold, I have Siri. I can set a timer for you. I do not have Siri. I have to manually do all of my timers. Oh, that was a mistake. I have seen, what is it? There's a clip of some streamer out there who's like, he's like, hey, can you set a timer for 10 minutes? And by like the end of his stream, he's like, yeah, sure, why not? And by the end of his stream, he's got like 17 timers all ticking away on it for different durations, for different things. It's a pretty great one. Doug, is that the name of the streamer I'm thinking of? I've only seen the clip. I don't actually know, I don't watch his content, but it is quite funny. Oh, that's a funny story. So my cousin. I'm a like nephew? No, cousin. It's my cousin's son. He spent like the whole time of me being in on vacation being like, you look like Mr. Beast, like the entire time. Which was really funny and also slightly offensive. But it was quite funny. I should watch his content? I don't know. I've got my streamers I like to watch. I'm pretty happy with my content that I watch. Will I lock people in a room for 24 hours for $1? No, I will not. That sounds awful. That sounds like sounds very illegal. And most certainly very immoral, if not illegal. Two different things, by the way. Oh god, I'm getting hit by this tail. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, I'm safe. Thanks. But yeah, no, it was a very, very funny conversation having with them. Which might have mentioned, my younger cousin, he is like 5 years old. He's very cute. He really did not like me calling him cute, which is hilarious. And at one point, he was in total denial about it. He was like, no one has ever called me cute. And I'm like, I guarantee every single person that has ever met you has called you cute. So I spent the rest of the the trip asking people every single time I saw them. It's like, hey, you see this kid here? Do you think he's cute? And every single person's like, oh yeah, he's super cute. Watching him get like angrier and angrier. For the record, a lot of people on stream see a side of me that many people maybe in my real life probably don't see, and vice versa. Real life people don't see a side of me that, you know, or see a side of me that people on stream probably don't see. But when it comes to my family, I am very much so a troll. A harmless one, but a troll nonetheless. Both sides are hot. Thank you, Ruby. I didn't bring any adamant seeds. That was a poor choice of item bringing. Slash go! Get that tail! Whiff twice! Yeah! Slash really feels like just like go random bullshit. Every single time I use it, it like I don't feel like anything of significance is ever happening. Damn. Katsura was just one step behind me. I'm surprised I've not lost Valor State. Ooh, that was a good dodge on my part. That sidestep might have actually saved a large portion of my health bar. It was a panic sidestep. I'll get ready to Superman dive field. No! My God. I can see why I prefer to fight this with heavy bowgun. Yeah, this monster's kind of a giant pain in the ass. It puts you in defense down. It creates all these issues. It's kind of a giant pain in the ass monster. You really have to be super conscientious of where its hitboxes are, and they're not good tells. Like, this thing slightly moves, and it's like, oh, by the way, that's not, like, a weak hitbox. It's not just kind of stepping on you. That's, like, death. Okay, good luck. Like this. That's death. You see this position I'm in right now? This is death. Don't be afraid to go into the bushes and grab some adamant seeds. That defense down is no joke. Just for the record. Oh, man. That's rough. That's pretty brutal. Well, I do think that is the last quest of tonight. So, we are going to go raid someone. Hello, Zoldo. How's it going? But I do plan on streaming tomorrow. And we will absolutely do something in the near future, Monster Hunter related. I do plan on doing some more Monster Hunter stuff on, like, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this weekend. It's going to be a great time. Yo, lost a tennis ball. Thank you so much for the follow. That means a lot to me. It's been a while since I've had so many new people jump in and leave follows, and yeah. It's been a wonderful time getting to stream for you all. So the current plan is that tomorrow afternoon I will probably stream again. I do have a Discord, by the way, which all of you are more than welcome to join. Most people there play Monster Hunter. If you're ever looking for a group to play with, you are probably going to find someone there who is available. And I also post that when I go live and what game I'm going to be playing next, things like that. I also have a YouTube. It's been a while since I've uploaded, but I'm going to try and fix that soon. And it's mostly just highlighted hunts of the stream. But that being said, there will be a stream tomorrow. It will be a link to the past. We just got into the Dark World, so I promise you haven't missed too much. But until then, hang out for the raid, and hopefully we get to hang out again sometime soon. Let me see who is available to raid. Who is playing Monster Hunter right now? Shadow on the Floor is playing some Monster Hunter. Tiamat Games is playing some For You. Darkmon is playing. Man, not a whole lot of people are playing GU today. Interesting. Well, in that case... Oh, you know what? Let's go raid Shadow on the Floor, because they are also playing Monster Hunter with another streamer. So it can be a nice duo stream. Send you guys off to a wonderful guy. But yeah, until next time, good night, everyone. Sleep well, enjoy your evenings, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Thank you again for all the follows, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll catch you later. Bye. Oh, let me add those fruit real quick. There we go. It's been done. Night.